After 6 rounds of voting, 4,000 votes cast in the final, you, the fans of the GAC, have determined the greatest basketball player of all time to be Katie Webb from Southeastern Oklahoma State. And Katie joins us here to accept this honor. Katie, we said when we talked on Saturday, you were first up against Hayden Pretty, and then in the final you had Haley Tucker from Southwestern. So you really did take out 2 heavyweights. Who can you most attribute that voter turnout to?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, going up against Hayden Pretty and then Haley Tucker, anybody that's played in the GAC in the last 4 years knows that those are 2 of the best players that have ever been through the Great American Conference. But my votes definitely go to my family. You know, they are definitely as competitive or more competitive than I am, which is saying something. So they were on the recruitment tour over the past few weeks.
Well, now you say that. I did see several retweet or reposts on Instagram and Twitter when we put out the day-long Twitter poll yesterday. So there is still some kind of spirit in you too. If they have more than you, I'd be very impressed to see what they try to do to get the turnout done.
Yeah, well, not only just my family, but I mean the Southeastern community. They were all sharing it. My teammates, you know, it was just fun.
Yeah, like I said, as we talked on Saturday, it was something to engage and follow during these 3 weeks as everybody's still trying to figure out what to do. You know, who reached out to you during this, saying that I think I saw Kevin Buckingham showed the post on here saying he voted 5 times in 30 seconds, not knowing only votes counted 1 time. So he really wasted the last 28 and a half seconds there of voting. But who all did you hear from and see that sent you messages maybe after voting that they had done it that meant the most?
I don't know. Just a lot of people that I didn't even think would be involved in it. Old players from the GAC, you know, from basketball to football to volleyball, just reaching out to me saying, "Hey, I voted for you." So it was cool.
This was all done, you said, online. You know, some people did put out, I think I saw the pictures from times where you and Haley had been on the court head to head. Just take us back to those, you know, you had 4 meetings all time with her, what it was like going up against her on the court where you actually could have a hand in the outcome.
Oh yeah. We did go up against each other quite a few times, and since our freshman year we battled each other. You know, obviously they won conference multiple times when she was there, so they were hard fought battles. But you know, she's a very good player, but you know, I would take anything to go back and do it one more time.
I can understand. I went back and looked at the numbers. Statistically, you did have the better numbers in the 4 times you played. They had the team success. I think you averaged like over 20 in those 4. One game you had 17 rebounds, and I think the one time you did beat them, you had 30 in the game last year when they were so good. But just in recapping these 3 weeks, just what's it been like to kind of again fall in the bracket as it went out. And just like you said, it was something to hopefully take your mind away from the fact that your last game was taken away from you.
Yeah, well, when it first came out, looking at the bracket, it obviously takes some merit to even be in the bracket. You had to be a first team selection. So honestly, anybody that was on it could have made it to the final round, and it have been, they earned it. But being able to follow it and, just look at some of the people that I'd never heard of, and going back and just, researching them, it was pretty fun. But coming down to the 4 that, I'd played against all of the other 3 in the final 4, and then in the final 2, it was just a really cool experience.
Yeah, I think that made it fun to have it be 4 of you that had so much overlap in careers. Obviously, basically, yeah. You were all, I guess, you, Hayden, and Haley all were started in fall of 15, and then you finished the same year as Pink. I think it made it more fun to have it be contemporary as opposed to someone who maybe finished in 2013 or 14, to where you have no knowledge of others' games. So that was fun to see. So since now this bracket is done, I still need content. So what do you want the GAC to do here this next go around of I guess of time with no sports?
You could do something to do with like highlight clips or top plays, something I don't even know. But just being able to see stuff like that is fun. I mean, you can go into baseball, softball.
Yeah, I do have one idea right now, because in theory today would be the first round of the Masters. We're gonna do one of those those box challenges of pick your best, and I think I got 16 to pick your foursome of golfers from the GAC you'd want to have give you the best chance to win the Masters. Zach James from Southeastern is he was probably much like a Hayden or a Haley right there at the very top of the list of who we put on the board. So that's gonna go out later today, and there's no bracket or winners there, so maybe people will complain as much about where they were. We have my 3-year-old here who is upset that I'm not getting all the attention in the world. So that's the first one we got for these next 4 days. I had joked when it first came out with Haley about a horse contest. Now you see the NBA is doing a horse contest. I think they must have listened to us and heard this. If you were in a horse game, what's your go-to shot?
Probably mid-range jump shot. Old reliable.
Yeah. The best I could have was the over the backboard shot. I could do that. I could do it left-handed. So that was the best one I could pull off.
I get the left-handed free throw and people can't get it down.
I think that is just something that's not common. Obviously, as you said, I think when you were talking with Joe McWilliams earlier about the mid-range shot is something that players don't practice or try. So that'd be how you can knock people out. But if it was dragging out, I'd always go by over the backboard to knock people out, and then worst case maybe a tip basket and a buzzer. You can find a buzzer on there and add that element to it. Well, Katie, thank you so much for taking time to join us here and recount your victory here in the GAC GOAT bracket. Expect a GOAT.
Okay.
Real, living, pretend, who knows? But there will be one coming your way soon, and when that does come, we hope that you'll post all your social media channels so everybody can see what the GAC budget for this game really consisted of.
I will, definitely.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Katie, and we will hopefully be talking to you again in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks.